get bored, I can read what's on my cup. So, TEH, Tango, Echo, Hotel. So you learn something every day. Now, why am I sitting here looking at a cup of tea, waiting for the tea bag to soak for a bit? Well, it's just to do with what happens with your projects. You know, do you have a pile of bits that get started to make a project, and then for some reason I don't really want to show the inside of that at the moment, but there's another one. Do you have piles like this on your bench? I'll turn it around and you might get, you know, this was early days of 3D printing. This is when I was getting 3D prints done at work, and so things were whatever was available. The box was a mass-produced box, but the bezel was 3D printed at work on blue filament. I broke a lid, as you can see there. When it came to replacing it, there was only blue filament left. So, and then it kind of got put on the back burner. And you see it's got scratched and it's dusty. I think you see the dust, but there's dust on it. And this was a project that was started, but as you see, never got anywhere. But I'll give you a clue. Let's turn that light off, it seems to be reflecting a lot. I'll give you a clue as to what it was going to do. I'm not sure if you can make out what that's showing a picture of. Got to sort out some lighting. There is no intelligence going on in this box. It's a Nextron display, and the whole idea was my heating was causing issues, so I wanted to balance the radiators. And so, as you can see, there's a radiator and an A and a B. And the idea was the sensors up top would tell you what one of the sensors was reading. And so basically, you hit the sensor and you get two thermometers sensor readings, and that's an input side and an output side, and then you can step through all the sensors and then go back. So that was the main unit. As you can see, that's as far as it got. There is an ESP-8266 buried in the back there. And then these boxes are all in various states of some thickness. You know, that's got the battery in and the charge controller. That one's got a battery in and the charge controller. Same as that one. That obviously got to that point. What about this one? This one is showing how compact it was going to be. I think I only made up one board, and I think what I'm going to do is scrap the cases as they're too small, build some bigger cases and redo the software, or start on the software, and then in the plastic bag move that with it. Are 3D printed little heads with a temperature sensor IC, one of these, which the magnifying glass, the magnifier. I bring that in. 18B20 temperature sensor, and so there's one of them glued to the back of a magnet. So the idea is you just stick that to the bit of the radiator, because they're normally steel, cast iron, and they end up to a single plug. There's a sort of prototype one magnet. You can probably just make out that there's this chip hot snotted to the back. Originally the software was written, when you turned it on, it hunted down the addresses of the two chips. And the idea being was that the high address would be the input and the low address would be the output, or something like that. So it didn't matter, you could put low and high on them. It didn't matter which sensor plugged into which box. Once it hunted down the address of the two sensors, it would associate the low address with whichever one it was. I think this is just showing how far you can get into a project, and then something comes along and it all just gets stuck in a plastic bag and forgotten about. But luckily, the batteries still seem to hold a reasonable voltage. They've not discharged, but none of them have discharged below 3 volts. So they may be okay. So put in the comments, should I put this in the skip? Or should I 3D print bigger boxes, redesign the layouts of the boards, have a proper go at it? So yeah, please comment below. And if you like what you see, subscribe, it helps my channel. Click on the like button, and I'll see you on the next one.